Hi, this is Jeff Foodie with Northwest Reverse Mortgage. I want to take a second and talk to realtors who may be responsible for a listing that has a reverse mortgage on the property. I want to explain a couple things because I think it's very, very important, and I don't think enough people understand how this works. Normally, when a realtor has a listing, they're going to pull up a preliminary title report to get an idea of what liens there are against the property so they can determine whether or not they can sell the house and pay off the existing mortgages. It's very, very important to know that reverse mortgages are completely backwards. When you look at a note and a deed of trust that are signed for a reverse mortgage that goes against the preliminary title report, the numbers are completely wrong. So let me give you an example. A note and a deed of trust are standard forms that are required for all mortgages. On them, they have a date that's going to be repaid and an amount that's going to be repaid. Well, with a reverse mortgage, nobody knows what that's going to be. They don't know when the borrower is going to pass away and pay back the loan, and no one knows what the balance is going to be at that point. So what they've created is they take the total amount of money that a borrower qualifies for at closing, and they calculate it out to the borrower's 150th birthday. And that's the amount that they have on there. So look here, there's an example. So this is a client of mine that I just closed a couple months ago. There's no personal information on here. This says on the note in the deed of trust is they're going to repay $510,000 on February 20th of 2002. Okay. Now, there's two things to know here. One is on a reverse mortgage, it occupies both first and second position. So on first position is the lender, in second position is the Department of Housing and Urban Development. So there are two notes and two deeds of trust. So if you pulled up this borrower's preliminary title report because they wanted to sell their house, you would see two liens for $510,000. So a total of $1,020,000. Okay, that doesn't tell you how much the borrowers actually owe. Now, let me give an example. This is a real client. This client, his house was appraised for $340,000. Okay, they qualified for $187,000, but they only took out 20 grand, leaving $167,000 in their line of credit. So they've only actually borrowed $20,000. That's their loan amount. But the preliminary title report shows $1 million worth of liens for a $20,000 mortgage balance. It's very important that realtors understand that they need to get an actual payoff for the client and don't rely on the preliminary title report. I have had multiple occasions where I've taught a continuing education class and realtors did not know this, and they walked away from listings because they didn't think they could sell the house for enough to pay off the existing balance, and they told the clients that they couldn't help sell their home. So it's very, very important that you know that what's on the preliminary title report is not accurate. They need to get an actual payoff to determine how much money the borrower has to pay back. If you have any questions, reach out to your local reverse mortgage expert. Our number is 503-427-1667. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much.